Hey, what's up everybody? I'm on my way to install a rear seat delete on my buddy Justin's car. He's got a sick M240, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. This video is going to be an installation guide on how to install one of our rear seat deletes on an F22 or F87. It's the same exact instructions. And now Justin let me build our template on his car, so some of the steps have already been done and prepped for the installation today, but I'm still going to go through the complete installation. Little morning pull in the work truck. Never gets old. Although a lot of my work is on BMWs and European cars, I'm a Ford guy, a Mustang guy at heart, but I love everything. All right, let's get to the install. All right, here's the car. Pretty sweet. Now, it may look subtle, but it's not. Alright, Justin was nice enough to take out the seats for me, so I'll just run you through the process on how to take the rear seats out. So it's locked in with these 3 metal tabs, so all you have to do is just pull up on the seat to release it and it'll come right out. For the top portion of the seats, there's these 2 releases which you're going to release. And then you're also going to take out the side bolsters. So what you want to do is get your hand behind here and pull directly out. It's just held in with a locking clip right here. So once you pull that out, it's going to reveal a bolt down here. It's a T50 Torx bolt. Take that out on both sides. Once you do that, you have to pull the seat out from here. You start with the passenger side. All you have to do is push the seat towards the passenger side here to release this side, and then you can do the same thing with the other side as well. Alright, so as I mentioned, I use this car as a template car, so a lot of it's already set up for the delete to go right in. But the first step you're going to do is take the seat latches out where these 2 holes are, and those are held in with 2 13mm bolts. You can see the holes up top here. Same thing on the bottom. These 2. So once you take out those 2 bolts, you have to pry up these 2 things here. So just grab your clip tool, pry up on it, and same thing here as well. Just pry up and it snaps right out. And then we're going to install the stud that goes here. This is the hardest part of the install, and it's really not even that hard. Alright, so from here you're going to take out the stud pack that came with your kit. The best way to install this is put the nut into a closed end wrench and put a small piece of tape over just the corner of it to hold it in place. This way you can put this through, hold the nut in place, and then thread the stud onto there. Okay, this is how the top part should look. Studs installed on both sides with approximately this length for the best fitment. Okay, so now we can work on the bottom half here where we have to install 2 of the provided brackets. Now there are typically 3 plastic clips here. You just have to remove the outer 2, and all you have to do is grab a clip tool, get underneath and pry out. After that you have to install 2 rivet nuts in the holes that are opened here. And now if you've never used a rivet gun before, it may sound very intimidating, but it's actually a super easy process. Anybody can do it. Alright, so if you've never used a rivet gun before, I'm going to link my other video on how to use a rivet gun in the description, so go and watch that and then come back. Also, if you don't have a rivet gun, you can buy one from Harbor Freight for $15. It works great. I'll put the link for the Harbor Freight model in the description below. Okay, once you've installed the 2 rivet nuts, you can go ahead and reinstall the carpet. So you can now install the lower brackets. These are the two provided brackets along with the two bolts behind it. This is the correct orientation of the bolt and washers. It's going to be the lock washer first, followed by the traditional washer. And you can place that right through the bracket hole here. And you're going to want to take out the stud just so you can tighten this first, and then you can put the stud back on. Okay, so now the bottom is all set to have the rear seat delete installed. Again, your brackets should look as so. Try and have them as straight as possible on either side. Okay, now you're all set to install your rear seat delete. This is exactly how the setup should look. You have the two brackets on the bottom along with the two studs on top. Alright, so here's the top portion of the delete that we're about to install. He decided to go with all black carpet. Now both the front and the back get wrapped. That's the standard on all of our deletes. And now for those who are unfamiliar with SeatX, we can customize this in any way of your choice, including OEM color match leather, Alcantara, and suede, with tons of customization options, which you can check out on our Instagram at _SeatX_ or on our website at seatx.us. So due to its tapered design, you can't just push it straight back. You want to start from a higher angle and slide in. So pretty much once it's rested onto these clips here, just feel in the back where the stud is and just clip in. Same thing with this side. And the top part is installed. It's as easy as that. Alright, unfortunately my mic died at this point, but the bottom part is just as easy. All we're doing is lining up the top quick releases with the brackets and studs that we previously installed. You want to slide the rear seat delete into position and push all the way back towards the top portion of the delete. Once the delete appears to be in position, you can now lock the quick releases. Do not force it in position as it may bend or break the brackets. If it's not easily clicking into place, you may have to lower or raise the quick release stud height. Once you have it locked into position, you can go ahead and press around the delete to make sure that it's seated properly. If there are any gaps around the delete, you must go back and readjust the stud height. There should not be any gaps. There also should not be any bending or bowing of the delete itself. For example, if you see that the delete is curved downwards, you should go back in and readjust the stud height to be higher, and vice versa. If you see that there is a bulge in the delete, then you should go in and lower the stud height. Again, there should be no large gaps between the delete and any of the panels in the car. And if there is, you need to go back in and adjust the stud height. To remove the rear seat delete, all you have to do is simply click the quick releases on either side and then slide the panel out. Removing the bottom panel can sometimes be a little bit tricky just because it has to be released perpendicular to the angle of the stud. For example, if the stud is facing straight up, then you can simply lift it straight up. In this case, we're slightly on an angle about 60 degrees, so you may have to just lift up and down, click the quick release, and then pop up the panel itself. Alright, that concludes today's video on how to install one of our rear seat deletes on an F22. Again, it's the same exact instructions for an F87. If you're enjoying the content this far, then please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Also follow us on all of our social media pages so you don't miss out on all of our new builds and sponsorship opportunities. I'll see you guys in the next video.